Watch this, and we'll be right back to talk about it.
In that press conference with President Trump, a reporter asked you whether you believe that President Trump is in fact a fascist, a word that you've used in the past. You were about to answer, then President Trump sort of jumped in and he said, quote, "That's okay, you can just say yes. It's easier than explaining it." So, Mr. Mayor-elect, just to be very clear, do you think that President Trump is a fascist?
And after President Trump said that, I said yes. And
so you do.
And that's something that I've said in the past. I say it today. And I think what I appreciated about the conversation that I had with the president was that we were not shy about the places of disagreement about the politics that has brought us to this moment. And we also wanted to focus on what it could look like to deliver on a shared analysis of an affordability crisis for New Yorkers.
You've also said in the past that President Trump has engaged in a, quote, attack on our democracy. You've called him a despot. Do you still believe President Trump is a threat to the democracy?
Everything that I've said in the past, I continue to believe. And that's the thing that I think is important in our politics, is that we don't shy away from where we have disagreements, but we understand what it is that brings us to that table. Because I'm not coming into the Oval Office to make a point or make a stand. I'm coming in there to deliver for New Yorkers. And a few weeks ago, I was asked by a reporter 3 words to describe myself. I said New York City. And that's what animated that conversation. How do we deliver for the people?
He called Trump a fascist because Trump is a fascist. The problem with Trump, the big character flaw with Trump, among many character flaws, is that he's a bully that doesn't know how to bully, right? He can bully from behind a Twitter screen. He can bully from a smartphone into his Truth Social account. I'm going to take away all your money. I'm not going to fund New York City. He's a communist. He's evil. You can't allow this to happen. But then, as is always the case with coward bullies, you put them in a room with the people they're trying to bully, and all of a sudden their tone changes. And that's what happened with Donald Trump. His tone changed. He was in a room with a man who he knows is extraordinarily popular in his party, in his state, in his city, in his movement. And he will not be bullied by Donald Trump. And when you put Donald Trump, like any other coward bully, face to face with the people they're trying to bully, they collapse like a wet taco. Yes, Mom Donnie stood right next to Donald Trump in the Oval Office and answered a reporter's question by saying yes, when they asked if he still believes Donald Trump is a fascist. He called Donald Trump a fascist in the Oval Office while standing next to Trump. That's the kind of truth to power that we need, because Donald Trump is a fascist, and we should stop allowing him to bully people into submission. He's nobody. He's nothing. He's never been anything. He's the President of the United States. That don't mean jack shit right now, does it? This is what happens when you put a bully in front of the person they're trying to bully.